Have you ever paused to ponder the tiny architects behind the breathtaking coral reefs? Picture an undersea panorama, a riot of color and life, stretching as far as the eye can see. This is no ordinary landscape, but a vibrant metropolis teeming with a diversity of life that rivals even the most bustling cities on land. Welcome to the coral reefs of Australia. The architects of these underwater cities are not the large, majestic creatures you might expect, but rather minuscule organisms known as coral polyps. These tiny builders, no bigger than a pinhead, work tirelessly to construct the intricate, sprawling structures we know as coral reefs. From the Great Barrier Reef to the lesser-known Ningaloo Reef, these polyps create homes for an array of marine life, from the tiniest of algae to the massive, playful dolphins. Yes, these vibrant underwater cities are the creations of tiny, often overlooked creatures known as coral polyps. So, what exactly is a coral polyp, and how does it contribute to these spectacular underwater landscapes? Imagine a microscopic creature, a mere millimeter in diameter, yet responsible for creating the world's largest living structures. This is the coral polyp, the unsung architect of the sea. Born as free-swimming larvae, they drift in the ocean currents until they find a suitable place to settle down. Once they do, they transform into polyps, anchoring themselves to the ocean floor and beginning their lifelong task of building coral reefs. These polyps are not solitary creatures. In fact, they multiply and form colonies, each polyp contributing to the growth of the colony and the construction of the reef. This is not a task they undertake alone. They have partners, microscopic algae called zooxanthellae, which live in their tissues. This partnership is a beautiful example of symbiosis. The coral provides a safe home for the algae, and in return, the algae photosynthesize, providing the coral with much-needed nutrients. It's this relationship that gives coral reefs their dazzling array of colors. But it doesn't stop there. The polyps also extract calcium carbonate from the seawater, using it to create a hard protective skeleton around their soft bodies. This skeleton forms the basis of the coral reef, growing layer upon layer over thousands of years. In essence, these tiny architects construct their own cities, not with concrete and steel, but with calcium carbonate, sunlight, and a pinch of algae. But coral polyps do more than just create a picturesque underwater panorama. They are the unsung heroes of the marine world, playing a pivotal role in the ecosystem. Imagine them as tiny, diligent architects, sculpting a vibrant city beneath the waves, teeming with life. Each coral polyp is akin to a small apartment, providing shelter for a multitude of marine species. From tiny, luminescent shrimp to darting iridescent fish, these creatures rely on the polyp's intricate structures to survive. The coral polyps, in turn, foster biodiversity, creating a thriving and balanced marine community. But it's not just about providing a home. Coral polyps are also the chefs of the ocean, cooking up a banquet for countless marine creatures. They capture tiny plankton and other nutrients from the water, converting them into food that sustains not only themselves, but also a multitude of other organisms. Beyond their local contributions, coral polyps also have a global impact. They act as the lungs of the ocean, absorbing carbon dioxide and aiding in the regulation of our planet's climate. By doing so, they help to keep our Earth healthy and habitable. However, these tiny powerhouses face significant threats. Climate change, pollution, and other human activities can cause coral bleaching and disease, threatening the survival of these integral components of the marine ecosystem. Indeed, without the tireless work of these minuscule marvels, our oceans would be a lot less colorful and a lot less alive. Ultimately, the fate of coral polyps is intertwined with our own. It's an undeniable truth that these tiny architects of the sea are pivotal to our existence. Healthy coral reefs, the products of their tireless labor, provide countless benefits to us humans. Imagine the vibrant tourism industry flourishing around the breathtaking beauty of coral reefs, attracting millions from across the globe. Not to mention the robust fisheries that rely on these ecosystems, providing sustenance and livelihood to many communities. But the value of coral reefs extends beyond their aesthetic allure and economic significance. These intricate structures serve as our first line of defense against coastal erosion and damaging storm surges, protecting our coastlines and the communities that call them home. It's high time we recognize the importance of preserving these invaluable ecosystems and the tiny coral polyps that build them. So the next time you marvel at a stunning coral reef, remember the humble coral polyp, The tiny architect behind it all, their survival is our survival.